Hi guys, welcome to episode 22 of the Fiberista Files. Hi guys, welcome to episode 22 of the Fiberista Files. Today is Monday, February 7th. Oh gosh, where to start? You know, some weeks it's Sunday or Monday again and I can't believe a whole week has gone by and I really have nothing to podcast about. And then other times when I go to podcast, I'm like, holy crap, I can't believe it's been only a week because I have so much has happened. And that's kind of what this week is. A lot has happened in the past week. So I'm going to attempt to remember everything and get everything talked about that I need to. If I forget something or somebody, I'm sorry. And I will either add it to the show notes or I will try and catch it next week. So, I talked last week about getting ready for show season and what I do. I haven't mentioned yet what my first show of the season is going to be, and that's because, quite frankly, I don't know. I was trying to do 6 shows this year. Last year I did 3. If I do the 6 shows that I want to do this year, the first one is in April. It's the Connecticut Sheep and Wool Festival. And I've never been to Connecticut Sheep and Wool. I don't know that I've ever even been to Connecticut, to be completely honest. But my friend Kathy Goldner of Knitting Out Loud Audiobooks has been to the Connecticut Sheep and Wool Festival several years in a row. And she thought that it would be a great show for me to do. She said that my products fit in well, that it's a not an overwhelming show, and that it would be a really good show for me. So because I trust Kathy, I decided to apply. But one of the most frustrating things about applying for shows that you haven't done before is you have to wait for the applications to come out. They sometimes don't update the website until like the last minute. Sometimes they'll say applications coming in spring, and you have no idea what spring even means. Well, the Connecticut Sheep and Wool Festival hasn't mentioned on their site that they have applications for vendors ready. So I emailed the contact person and said, hey, I heard about, Connecticut Sheep and Wool from my friend Kathy Goldner of Knitting Out Loud Audiobooks, name dropping wherever I can. And I'd really like to do the show, blah, blah. Can I have an application, basically? And I got an email back that said, Connecticut Sheep and Wool really is promoting Connecticut sheep and wool vendors and farmers, and please tell us a little bit about yourselves. And it took me probably a week to decide whether or not I wanted to continue with that application, because it seems to me like they are probably looking for Connecticut vendors, which is fine. I totally understand that. The Common Ground Fair does exactly that. But I really want to go. So what I ended up doing was I emailed her back and said, okay, I was unaware that it's mostly Connecticut businesses. I still would really like to apply if there's space for me. And then I wrote this very car salesman-y style pitch about what I am and what I do. I did mention that I'm from Maine, and then I had said that we are in the Highlands and we have all these great things and this is what we do, and we support local farmers even though we don't have our own sheep, which was another thing that they're big into is, fiber growers. I have not heard back yet. I don't know, honestly, if I will. I hope to. We'll see. So if that comes back as a yes, my first show will be in April. If it comes back as a no, then my first show hopefully will be in May, which will be the Acadia Fiber Festival in Southwest Harbor, which if you ever need a reason to come to Maine, you should come to Southwest Harbor. It's beautiful. It's very tourist friendly, quaint little like village / artsy area. Southwest Harbor. It's a good place. You should definitely check that out. That's another venue that I haven't done before. It's a one-day festival as far as I understand it. I am still waiting. I'm in the Revelry group for the Acadia Fiber Fair, and I'm still waiting to hear when the applications will become available. I'm going to have to put a message in there because I don't want to miss it because I didn't know. So that's what I'm getting ready for show season. I have notes this week, and I have a pen. I need to check it off because I have a lot to talk about. I don't know if you can see that list. It's really long. You really can't see that, can you? It's a really long list anyway. Alright. You may have noticed that this is not the usual YouTube screen. If you're catching this from my website, thevibaristafiles.com, you'll notice that down in this corner, this corner, it says blip.tv. It doesn't say YouTube. I did decide to make the switch to Blip TV. The reason for that, basically, I could have longer episodes, which I clearly need because I can't stop talking. I thought the video quality was a little bit better. With a pro account, you get faster upload speeds, which was one of the things that has always driven me crazy about YouTube, is how long it takes to upload videos. And you can still have your videos viewable through YouTube. So the Fiberista Files will remain viewable from YouTube. If you have me subscribed on YouTube, don't unsubscribe me. You'll still get the episodes every week. It's just that it will be easier for me to go through Blip TV. So I hope the ad at the beginning was pleasant for you, and let me know. Give me feedback. Let me know what you think about the longer episodes, about, you know, the switch in technology. I got a lot of really good feedback about whether or not to switch. In fact, I talked with the Knit Girls, Leslie and Laura, from their podcast, theknitgirls.com. You should go see them. They're in the show notes. They had switched, and they really enjoyed it, and they thought it was a good thing, so I spoke with them somewhat at length, and they helped show me that this was the move that I wanted to make. So thank you to the Knit Girls. I'm probably not going to sing you a song, but know that I have love for you in my heart. Leslie, actually, I straightened my hair today because you blow-dried yours in yesterday's episode, and I didn't want to have, like, crazy hair after yours looked so good, so that's for you. Alright, let's see, Blip TV. Thanks to the Knit Girl, still available on YouTube. Okay, designs. Fingerless mitts still have not been photographed. Really no excuse for that. I took this weekend off. Of course, Super Bowl Sunday, I didn't get much accomplished because it was a whole heap of getting food ready. And Saturday, I don't really remember. Oh, we went to Bangor. Bangor's the big city. Big city. It's like 50 miles away, and we went shopping to get shower curtain and, you know, dog food and things that we needed that it was not storming, so we decided to go. Maine has been hit hard with storms lately, as most of the country has. It's been about a week and a half since we've had dry roads. Today, on my trip home from work, was the first day I was able to do the speed limit. Not that I did, but was the first day I could actually go as fast as I wanted, rather than the 30 miles an hour that I have been having to go. So my 41-mile commute was better today. So the mitts are finished. All the ends are woven in. They're still not photographed. I bought something new that I'm going to review today, that I'm going to try to use to take those photographs. I still would like to have some outside shots, some live shots. If I can't get them done for the pattern, then they won't be done, but I'm going to try. So my goal is to get those mitts and the rest of my brother and his family's Christmas presents mailed out this week. Today is Monday. I'm hoping to have that done by Friday. We'll see. The cowl is done. I have the cowl here. It needs to be block still, so the edges are a little bit curly, which is not great. I did use this. I took the dog for a walk, and I used it, and it was pretty awesome. It kept me nice and warm, and it wasn't, it's a cowl. It's meant to keep your neck warm. You can see that there's two colors in this yarn, and you can totally see that there's some sort of stripe or something going on in the middle there. I don't know if it's easier to see from a distance. And there's one down here at the bottom too. Now that I look, there's one down here. I'm not really sure what that's all about. I still love the inside out. Let me flip this around so you can see it. The wrong side, if you can call it that. It doesn't look like a wrong side to me. You can see again that I don't know if that was a change in gauge that happened there, because the yarn was all dyed at once. It's one skein. I'm not really sure why that changed, but you can see that the green and the yellow kind of line up here, and then up here they're staggered. But I love this cowl. It was super quick. You knit half of the stitches on every round. I think there's 169 stitches. I would have to look. I don't have my notes right in front of me. 169 stitches per round, but you only knit half of them. And I wanted it to be kind of up so that I could breathe into it when it was cold, and still go down just far enough that my coat would go over it, so that I wouldn't have that horrible neck draft. I hate the neck draft. And I don't like cowls with hoods because my hair gets all staticky and it's a problem. So I wanted one that I could wear underneath my hair down, which really, this cowl does everything I want it to do. I'm super impressed with this. I'm super impressed with myself. How narcissistic is that? Isn't that awful? This pattern is going to take me 5 minutes to type up. It really is super duper simple. And in case you are somebody who likes to see things done instead of reading written directions, this PDF file will have a video tutorial embedded inside it. You won't have to go online and look up, you know, diagonal rib stitch tutorial on YouTube, because it's going to be right on your file. You download the PDF and you pop it open, and there will be a little screen with a play icon. You click the play and the video is going to play. It's freaking amazing. I love technology so hard for that. I think that it's going to become a regular feature in all of my patterns, because I really think that seeing somebody knit and explain the written directions at the same time is incredibly helpful, especially for newer knitters or for people who haven't done a particular stitch before. Most of my patterns have a really simple stitch that just repeats. And if you can get that little teeny tiny piece of the knit stitch that I'm doing, the rest of the pattern should be easy peasy. Love it! So as soon as that's blocked and photographed, that will also be up on the website. I have this pea coat that I do all of my outdoor photography in, and the pea coat was missing 3 of its 4 buttons. So Saturday, when we were driving to Bangor, I was attempting to knit on the buttons back onto my coat in the car, and I bled a little bit, but the coat's dark gray, so I don't think anybody noticed, hopefully. But the buttons are back on, so that is that's ready again for photographing. I talked last week a little bit about the mixed BFL silk that I have, and I meant to grab an undyed ball. I didn't. If you go down to the undyed mixed BFL combed top hyperlink there, you'll see it in my shop, because I did list some specifically so you guys could see it undyed. This is the dyed top, and the colors are kind of washed out right now because it's late afternoon in Maine, so the light is very, very blue. But this is, you can see the silk in there already. It's very sheeny. This is called Schoodic Lake. It is done in soft blues and greens and this sort of aubergine, rosy, mauvey, purpley pink color. How's that for specific? This stuff is so soft and smushy and wonderful, and BFL has a little bit of sheen to it anyway, but with the silk it's even better. And it's mixed. There's ecru and, of course you cannot see that, it's so depressing. It's ecru and oatmeal colored BFL that have been really blended very well, so it gives you a lot of depth of color in each color. You have light, medium, and dark tones, plus the silk adds sheen. It's gorgeous, and it feels so good. I just love it so much. I might keep one of these to spin. I have 2 braids of this. I may keep one to spin myself. I may not. I also like money, so I may sell them. It depends what you guys do. If they sit in my shop for a really long time, sometimes I will spin stuff up so that it will look different, so people will buy it that way. I wish I were joking. But this is the other braid. I did them together so they're the same dye lot, so they'd go perfectly together if you were of a mind to knit a bigger project. I think they make a gorgeous shawl, don't you think? I think. Alright, all of the white ash worsted I talked about, I don't know, 4 episodes ago, episode 18 I think. They're all listed except for this one, the purple one. This one will be listed by the time the show is live because I wrote the listing during my lunch break and I just have to add the photos. I took the photos in the Lightbox that I'm going to review in a minute. This one is decided to call it Grapes of Wrath. It's that same aubergine, only a little bit richer tones. It's purples and pinks and magentas, and it's really perfect. Okay, so, sorry, itchy nose. This is Focus. You have seen Focus before. I talked about this. This is the first limited edition Intention from Intention Yarns. Wonderful. I love it. I love it so much, I decided I wanted to knit with it. Now, I haven't designed with any Intention yarns yet. I have designed with Highland Handmaids. This is Highland Handmaids White Ash Worsted 1 skein. little bit less than a whole skein, actually. I have not yet designed with Intention Yarns, so I decided yesterday during the Super Bowl, after I had cast the cowl off, that I needed to knit with Intention Yarns, and I wanted to do a design. I have a specific stitch pattern that I am working to find the right yarn for, and I thought, well, what the heck, I'll try it in Focus.